Excuse me. Sorry to bother you.
Yes?
You were with Jesus, the man who was crucified today, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I am. I will not leave him. They just won't let me get any closer than this.
Trust me, you don't want to get any closer to the crosses than you are right here. It's no place for a lady.
It's no place for a righteous man either, but my Lord is there anyway.
You are Mary.
I am. How'd you know that?
You're the man's mother. Jesus' mother, aren't you?
Me? No, I'm Mary Magdalene. His mother Mary is here somewhere as well. She was rather beside herself with grief, so I think our friends got her to lie down somewhere.
I'm very sorry.
So am I. If you've got a message for Mary, I can bring it to her.
No, I don't think so. I just wanted to say something to her.
You were coming to tell her that our Lord has died, weren't you?
How did you know?
You're a centurion. Her son was just crucified. I doubt that you want to exchange recipes or chat with her about the weather.
True.
Well, I'll save you the trip. I'll tell her he's dead.
But there was something else I wanted to say to her.
Pardon my rudeness, but hearing sorry for your loss from a Roman centurion who helped execute her son probably won't go over very well right now.
I know that. It was something else.
What?
It's hard to say. There was something about being present for Jesus' death. Something that was different than any of the other crucifixions. Seeing him hanging on the cross changed me.
Changed you how?
I don't know exactly. Look, I've seen many men crucified. It's ugly, it's brutal. It always ends the same way. But Jesus wasn't like any other man. Not any other man that I've seen on the cross. He didn't fight, he didn't complain. He was thinking of others as we were killing him. He died with a grace that I can't even describe.
And that's what you wanted to tell his mother, that he died honorably?
Well, yes. No, not really. I guess I wanted to talk to someone who was close to Jesus and to see if he changed their lives too.
Well, I was close to him, and he changed my life.
Really? How?
I don't really remember much of my life before Jesus, just that I wasn't in control of my own life. I was dealing with a lot of demons.
I know what you mean. I face my demons every day.
No, I mean I was possessed by demons. 7 of them, actually.
Wow. Actual demons taking over your body? What was that like?
Confusing, terrifying, humiliating. But Jesus changed all of that. He took them away. He gave me my life back. But better than ever, because now Jesus was in my life. Everything made more sense when Jesus was around.
Yes. I know exactly what you're saying. My life suddenly looked much clearer to me when I met Jesus and as I witnessed him dying.
That's what he did for most of us. I'm not sure how we'll live without him. How can you do what you do? Kill innocent people?
I don't kill innocent people. I follow orders to execute guilty, evil people the Roman Empire has convicted. I didn't choose this task. I'm under orders from the emperor. It's an ugly job, but never as ugly as it was today. I didn't know who this Jesus was before we put him on the cross. All I knew is that your people wanted him dead.
My people? Some of the Jews wanted Jesus dead, but they didn't know him like I did.
All I know is that Pilate and Herod tried to let him go. But the people insisted he was guilty of some grave sin. and that he deserved to be crucified. But the longer Jesus hung on that cross, the more certain I became that he was innocent. He wasn't guilty of anything they accused him of. Watching him die, I realized I'm guilty of many things, that I'm a sinful man. But Jesus truly was an innocent man.
The most wonderful innocent man.
The Son of God.
What was that?
Excuse me, miss. Is this centurion bothering you? Sir, I am a councilman, and while I couldn't stop the crucifixion today, I can stop you from harassing this woman.
No, he's not bothering me.
Are you sure? You look familiar. Have we met before?
I don't know. Who are you?
I'm Joseph of Arimathea.
I'm Mary. Maybe we have met. You said you're a member of the council?
Yes, and I was also a follower of Jesus.
I don't remember seeing you around, and I was with Jesus almost every day.
Well, I'm a busy man, but anytime Jesus was in Jerusalem, I was there.
Oh, I see. But you were too busy to advocate for Jesus at his trial.
Unfortunately, I didn't have the influence I hoped to have. I've had to walk a fine line. Not easy to follow Jesus because of my position. People have been suspicious of all of Jesus' followers, and since I serve with the people who are most afraid of Jesus, I've had to be careful.
You call it careful. I call it cowardly.
I can see why you'd think that, especially through your grief and anger. We all wish we could have done more to save Jesus.
But none of us are in a position of power. You are.
There are a lot of challenges when you have to work inside an institution. I'm sure the councilman did all that he could, Mary.
Thank you. I wish I'd been able to make a difference while Jesus was alive.
I'm sorry, it's just hard not to blame everybody right now, but that's not what Jesus would have wanted.
I understand. It's been a horrible day. I'm sorry, but I find it odd that a Roman centurion is standing here talking with one of Jesus' closest friends only an hour after his death.
He was looking for Jesus' mother, Mary.
How is she?
Understandably devastated, like the rest of us.
Why did you want to speak with Mary? Surely a messenger could have told her of her son's death.
Yeah, that's what I said, but apparently he was affected by Jesus' death and he wanted to meet somebody who knew Jesus in life.
I wish I had known him better.
What was he like, Mary?
Jesus was like the sun. He was warm and bright. He enlightened everyone around him. When he spoke to you, you couldn't see anyone else. You couldn't hear anyone else. He warmed you from the inside out and made you feel special, no matter who you were.
Jesus didn't judge people. He never talked down to people. He spoke the truth powerfully and in a way that people could relate to. He embraced everybody that came to him.
I wonder what he would have thought of me. I'm not even a Jew.
Jesus often spoke with Gentiles. He healed Gentiles. I know he would have loved you just like he loved the rest of us.
Even after what I did to him, I look at my life and I wonder, how did I get here? I never wanted to do this for a living. I only wanted to serve the emperor. How did I become an executioner? How did I come to the point where I killed an innocent man?
We never know where the road of life is going to take us. I can't believe that I'm standing down the hill from a cross where my Lord just died. How did I get here? Everybody loved Jesus. He was the most righteous person I've ever met. How did he get up there?
We always think we know where we're going and how we'll get there. I think life is full of detours, especially for God's people. When we look at all the people of faith in the Bible, we can see how many of them ended up in places they never expected to be. Just think of Noah's family on the ark. Their faith saved them when no one else survived. And because Jacob's son Joseph was imprisoned in Egypt, he was able to save his family from the famine.
And who would have thought a Jew like Esther would become queen of Persia and would save her people?
And I'm quite certain Daniel's friends never expected to be thrown into a furnace of fire for believing in God.
But all of those people ended up in those strange places for a larger purpose.
I'm hoping that's also true for us. The last place I ever wanted to be was at the foot of Jesus' cross. Since I wasn't able to stop his crucifixion, I want to honor him in another way.
What did you have in mind?
I'm glad the centurion is here because I'd like to offer my family's tomb as a place to lay Jesus' body to rest.
Oh, Joseph, that's wonderful. I've been worrying about where we could give him a proper burial.
I wish I could do more.
I'll have to get Pilate's permission, but I think he'll be glad to release Jesus' body into your custody and wash his hands of the whole thing, especially since the Sabbath is just a few hours away.
May I help you prepare Jesus' body? I know some of the other women would like to help as well.
I don't know if we'll have the time. Sunset is coming quickly. May have to wait until Sunday morning. I can arrange to have the tomb open for you then.
I still can't believe we're talking about Jesus' burial. Never have I met anyone so alive, and now he's dead. I'm not sure how I'll get over this. I'm not sure how Mary will ever get over this.
When you see her, will you tell her something for me?
Of course. What is it?
Tell her that in the few hours that I knew her son, he changed my life.
I think he did that for a lot of people.
I can't really explain it, but Jesus' death has given me life that I've never had before. And I know now that I have to use my life to make a difference, to learn about Jesus, to tell other people about the things that he taught.
That's wonderful. Maybe you were at Jesus' cross for a larger purpose too.
I think I was, because as Jesus breathed his last, I heard somebody say, truly, this man was God's son. And then I realized it was my voice. It was the strangest thing, but it made all the sense in the world. Hearing the way Jesus lived and seeing the way he died, I know that's who he was. He was the Son of God.
The Son of God.
Amazing. I hadn't thought of Jesus in that way before.
I don't know what it means, but I don't think that Jesus' death will be the end of this mission. He inspired me to tell other people, and maybe others will feel the same. Maybe we can all keep his name alive.
I could never forget him. I will keep his memory alive, and I'm so glad to have met both of you. It shows that Jesus' ministry is alive, even if he's not.
Maybe something good can come out of his terrible death.
I think it's already started with me. Who'd expect a Roman centurion to become a follower of a dead Jewish teacher? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go speak to Pilate about his body. Councilman, would you like to join me?
I would. Mary, will you be all right?
Yes. I'm going to go to Jesus' mother and tell her the things that we've just talked about. I think it will be a comfort to her. I don't know if I'll see either one of you again, but thank you for what you're doing for my Lord. It means the world to me.
Jesus meant the world to me too. It's the very least I could do. I'll make sure you and the others are able to get into the tomb on Sunday morning.
I'll follow you to the tomb when you go lay him to rest.
It was truly a pleasure to meet you both. To meet people who knew Jesus warms me inside. I'm not a Jew like you are, but I'm now a follower of Jesus. And I know we will see each other again. Peace be with you both.
And with you. A few minutes ago, today felt like the end of the world. But for some reason, now it feels like it might just be the beginning.